Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Tuesday, March 11th, 2025. I'm Donis Wilkinson-Keynes. Representatives of the Global Sustainable Islands Summit 2025 met with Premier and Minister of Energy and Public Utilities, the Honorable Mark Brantley, and Minister of Environment, the Honorable Spencer Brand, on Friday, March 7th. The meeting came ahead of St. Kitts and Nevis' hosting of the summit from May 25th to 30th. It is a series of in-person events dedicated to advancing sustainable development on islands worldwide. James Elsmore is the CEO of Island Innovation, the consultant firm with whom the government is partnering to host the conference.
The forums taking place in Nevis will be very specific to some of the challenges and opportunities that work for this island. So there'll be a geothermal energy forum taking place here to explore the relevance, of course, for the local economy and the opportunity that geothermal will bring to Nevis, and to bring in potential investors and funders and other islands from around the world that are exploring their own geothermal resources to look at how Nevis is approaching this. There will also be a specific forum for island subregions, bringing together representatives from your neighbors in the Dutch Caribbean, St. Martin, Saba, St. Eustatius, also Curacao. We're very excited to be partnering with islands from the Dutch Caribbean, and there'll also be representatives from as far away as Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Anguilla, many other island subregions, looking at how they can attract climate finance for the specific issues that they face when it comes to climate adaptation. So those two forums will be taking place in Nevis. We're very happy to be partnering with the Nevis Island Administration as part of this wider summit to bring those events to Nevis and to really bring these island representatives and guests from around the world to see that everything that St. Kitts and Nevis have to offer.
The delegation also included Sharon Ratton, liaison for the Federal Ministry of Sustainable Development, and Grace Henry, Director of Projects. The summit will address pressing challenges confronting island communities, focusing on water sustainability and energy nexus, agriculture resilience and climate adaptation, climate health interactions, and geothermal energy.
And of course, the geothermal project in Nevis is current and it's of interest to the globe, to the world. It's of interest to the Federation, naturally. We continue to say that it's a project that it will be transformative for the people of St. Kitts and Nevis and the sub-region. We have the potential in St. Kitts and Nevis to become an energy-based economy, green energy-based economy, potentially to export energy to neighboring islands and also to have downstream uses of energy. And we hope to be in the privileged position of having an excess of renewable energy here in this country. So we look forward very much to this engagement this morning and to the summit that is to come. And we, of course, hope that the people of St. Kitts and Nevis will support these types of initiatives, which are so important as we honor our obligations to the international community, our obligations to ourselves as inhabitants of planet Earth, and certainly to harness this resource for the benefit of our own people and to grow and transform our own economy.
The events in St. Kitts will take place for 3 days at the Marriott Resort. This is the first time the summit will be held in St. Kitts and Nevis. 5 women on Nevis were recognized by the Department of Gender Affairs on International Women's Day, Saturday, March 8th, for excellence in their fields of endeavor. The awardees are Dr. Curtis Clark, Shobana Clark, Nurse Lorraine Archibald, Dawn Kelly, and Teresa Herbert.
Ms. Teresa Herbert is the Executive Director of the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society, with a diverse range of interests including community health and heritage tourism and well-honed skills in program management and development. Teresa's overarching passion lies in the advancement of our people and culture. She firmly believes in continuous learning and adaptation, emphasizing that lack of evolution equals extinction.
Dr. Curtis Clark is a dynamic mental health champion with over a decade of dedicated service to the mental health field. Dr. Clark claims to challenge the traditional knowledge of mental health and illnesses, promote mental health awareness, and advocate for their better understanding and access to mental health support services through outreach initiatives, training workshops, and research undertaking.
Shabana Clark is a Nevisian entrepreneur, trichologist, and educator renowned for her dedication to holistic wellness, sustainability, and community empowerment. She is the founder of Native Radiance, an award-winning brand specializing in natural skincare, hair care, and Ayurvedic treatments, which positively impacts lives across St. Kitts and Nevis and the wider Caribbean.
Nurse Archibald is the first nurse on Nevis to obtain a Bachelor's of Science in Public Health Nursing in the year 2004 from the University of Technology in Jamaica. Nurse spent 12 years consecutively as the district nurse in Gingerland, retired in 2012 for 1 year, and returned back to the said community in 2013. During the year she retired, Nurse Archibald continued community service with schools, churches, and other community groups. In the same year, 2013, she was asked to transfer to the Department of Social Services to coordinate the gender division, where she continued her community service but on a wider scale. Dawn Tit Kelly is originally from Hanley's Road, Nevis, but was raised in Taylor's Pasture and currently resides at Cherry Garden. Ms. Kelly has always had a passion for community work, especially through the church, and is deeply influenced by the people around her, deserving of the award for her long-standing service to the island of Nevis, having made a lasting impact through her work and dedication to her community. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Dawn Kelly.
The awards were presented by Minister of Gender Affairs, the Honorable Janet Nisbet, Deputy Governor General, Her Honor Hailita Liburd, Deputy Premier, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, and the Senior Minister, the Honorable Spencer Brand. Still to come,
we hope that you'll be pleased with what you're seeing with regard to the project on the ground, and we certainly welcome.
We'll give you the details after this break.
I am Kevin Barrett, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Human Resources in the Nevis Island Administration. I am grateful to the architects of the Nevis International Financial Services industry. This industry has created significant opportunities for our people to develop skills and competencies that allow them to efficiently and effectively deal with our international clients. We are proud of the great strides that our island has made in banking, insurance, trust services, and regulatory administration. We now look forward to our thought leaders of the next generation who are pursuing qualifications in this very vital industry on Nevis.
Welcome back. Two representatives of the Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA paid a courtesy call on Minister of Fisheries, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, on Friday, March 7th. Suzuki Hisashi, Director of JICA's Project Management Division for CARICOM member states, was on his first official visit to St. Kitts and Nevis to observe the Coast Fish Project, an initiative designed by the agency to strengthen the sustainable use and management of coastal fisheries resources in the CARICOM countries.
I heard that this project is really going well, and this project already created some good practice. And yesterday I had a briefing from the DMR about the project progress, and I heard from them that they have that very strong, the DMR has a very strong commitment, and the fishermen too. So I really believe that this project will have a good success. But one of the things I also talk about was that continuity of the project. So I think that the project has a good practice, but still small. But to make it big, it's very important to keep working on. So I think that looking at the commitment from the DMR and the fishers, I think they will continue. And I believe they can have the big success in the future.
Omiwa Yukika of the International Development Consulting Division commended the Department of Marine Resources and other local stakeholders in the project.
We would like to thank to the DMR staff who has been committing and very much actively participate into the cross-fish activities, as well as the fishers and the tourism industry stakeholders who have actually joining on the table and actively participating in the pilot activities, which will contribute to the sustainable usage and management of the marine resources in the future in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Minister Evelyn noted that St. Kitts and Nevis has benefited tremendously from the project.
Most recently, I would have been part of a handing over ceremony for some fish pots to some fishermen with regards to the use of biodegradable panel. I would have spoken about ghost fishing at our budget presentation in December, and ghost fishing is something that we in the Marine Resources Department as well have been trying to ensure that there is no ghost fishing. And so the biodegradable panel fish pots are an excellent source of ensuring that that does not continue to happen. And so apart from that, JICA is involved in ensuring that we get some artificial reefs deployed both in St. Kitts and Nevis. And of course, JICA is also involved in gender mainstreaming. And of course, we are happy to say as well that because of that gender mainstreaming, we have females on Nevis who are now fishers as well. We hope that you'll be pleased with what you're seeing with regard to the project on the ground, and we certainly welcome all other initiatives from JICA.
The meeting took place at Minister Evelyn's office at the Social Security Building. A notice from the Department of Agriculture is advising the general public that local egg prices are set at the following with immediate effect. Retail prices $10 per 1 dozen eggs and $25 for flats of 30 eggs. Wholesale prices $285 per case of 30 dozen eggs. For more information, contact the Department of Agriculture at 469-5521 extension 6511. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing. I'm Donna Wilkinson Keynes.